First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to learn introduction about the topic time and distance. So time and distance is one of the most important topic in aptitude and everyone knows it, and also it is most important for all the competitive exam. At least you can see this time and distance for 1 mark, and if you are preparing for SBA exams or otherwise CAT level exams, you can definitely see 5 marks in data interpretation. So it is one of the most important topic. If you want to solve all the toughest question, first you need to be strong on the basics. So be strong on the basics, not 99%, be 100% strong on the basics, then solve some of the easy level question, then solve medium level question, then after that solve the toughest level question, so that you can easily learn the topic time and distance. So initially this time and distance topic is categorized into 3 different sections, right? One is a basic question that is based on cars. You might see the question like 2 cars traveling in the same direction, or car 1, car 2 travels proceed towards each other. So questions that is based on car or otherwise a cycle or a man running. So these are the question comes under the basic concept called time and distance. And the second category is problems on train. So problems on train is most important, and inside this category you can able to see a question like 2 trains crossing, or otherwise train 1, train 2 proceed towards each other, or otherwise a train crosses a platform, or train crosses a tunnel, or otherwise 2 train running in a parallel direction. The question that is completely based upon trains. So this question comes under this category called problems on train. And the last is boats and steams. So boats and steams is completely different when compared to these 2 topics. These 2 topics where 90% concepts are same, but when you compare boats and steams with all other topics, it's completely different. Boats and steams is completely different. So this category questions is based on upstream or otherwise downstream towards the stream. It completely based on boats, water, still water. So it's completely different, right? And remember that learn this basic question first of all, then concentrate on trains, after that concentrate on boats and steams. Initially if you learn boats and steams and then comes to problems on train, you will feel difficult. So better if you have only less number of days for your exam, concentrate only on these 2 things, right? You don't want to concentrate boats and steams. Initially concentrate on this time and distance and also problems on train. After getting strong on these 2 topics, then move on to the topic boats and steams, right? And if you want to solve the question that is based on time and distance, first you need to learn the formula, right? Basic formulas, and also you should know the concept about speed. If you want to convert km/h to meter per second, and also you need to learn some of the concepts on distance, time, etc. So let me see all the formulas and also some of the important concepts now. And now is the formula to solve the question that is based on time and distance, and everyone knows this formula, and also we have learned this formula in the schooling itself, right? Speed is equal to distance divided by time. So if you want to calculate distance, speed into time. So if you want to calculate time, distance divided by speed, right? So it's one of the basic formula and the major formula that we use in the topic time and distance. And other than this, we have lots of formulas like average speed, and also we have formula for stoppage time. So we have lots of formulas other than this, but this is one of the major formula that we use in the topic time and distance, right? So first let me discuss what are all the concepts inside this time, then distance, and also in speed. So initially let me discuss about time. So when you take this topic time, in the topic time and distance, first you need to know how to convert minute into hours or minute into seconds, right? First let me discuss easy things. So minute into seconds. If it is 1 minute, how many seconds? 1 minute contains 60 seconds. So you need to multiply this by 60. Got it? If you want to convert minutes to seconds, you need to multiply by 60. If it is 2 minutes, multiply by 60, 120 seconds. If it is 3 minutes, multiply by 60, 180 seconds. So conversion of minutes to seconds will be into 60. Converting seconds to minute will be divided by 60. So friends, got it? Easy, but learn this, right? So minutes to seconds will be into 60, seconds to minutes will be divided by 60. Similarly, minutes to hours. Listen carefully, most important. If it is 60 minutes, how many hours? 60 minutes will be equal to 1 hour. So we are dividing this by 60. So converting minutes to hours will be divided by 60. Converting hours to minute will be into 60. 1 hour how many minutes? 60 minutes. So conversion minutes to hours will be divided by 60. Then hours to minutes will be into 60. And okay, just say 1 hour how many seconds we have for 1 hour? 1 hour how many seconds? Right? So for 1 hour we have 60 minutes. Each minute we have 60 seconds. So we can say that 1 hour 60 minutes 60 seconds will be 3600 seconds. So 1 hour we have 3600 seconds, right? So got it. I think these three things are most important to solve a question that is based on this time. And another important thing is converting minutes hours completely to hours. That is also important. Listen carefully. If it is 4 hours 30 minutes, think that in a question they have given like this: 4 hours 30 minutes, but our target to write this 4 hours 30 minutes only in terms of hours. How will you write this? 4 hours 30 minutes, you should write complete 4 hours 30 minutes only in hours. How will you convert this? You can easily say this as 4.5 hours or 4.50 hours. So got it, friends? Converting hours and minutes completely into hours will be 4.50. Just for an easy calculation, you can take this clock, divide this into 4 sectors, right? This will be 0 to 100, right? Got it? So this will be 25, and this will be 50, and this will be 75, and this will be 100. For example, if they are saying time is 3 hours 15 minutes, how will you convert 3 hours 15 minutes completely in terms of hours? We know that 3 hours 15 minutes should be taken as 1/4 of the part, which is 25. So 3.25 hours. So got it, right? So easy way of calculating. Similarly, if you see any question that is based on 5 hours 45 minutes, so we have hours and also minutes. If you want to convert this into completely hours, how will you convert? First 5 hours, so 5. 45 minutes will be 75, so 5.75 hours. So you will always see the question that is based on 25, 50 and 75, right? At the center they won't ask this. So mostly 25 or 50 or 75, it is more than enough. I think this is enough for the concept time, right? So we have some of the important thing. If you are a beginner, so take a note of it, how to convert minutes into seconds, then minutes into hours, then hours into seconds. So these are the concepts are important. Then converting hours and minutes to completely to hours. It is easy. You don't want to draw this at all. Just say if it is 4 hours 30 minutes, which is 4.5 hours. So half, which is 4.50. So similarly 4 hours 45 minutes will be 4.75 hours. So converting hours and minutes completely to hours. So next is distance. Distance is very easy because inside this category distance we have only to converting kilometer to meter and meter to kilometer, right? So most probably the question will be based on kilometers or otherwise based on meters, and it is easy to convert kilometer to meter. 1 kilometer how many meters? 1000 meters. So converting kilometer to meter will be so easy. So remember that 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters, right? So distance, it is more than enough. You should learn only kilometers and hours, that is enough. And when we talk about speed, it has lots of concepts, right? So now let me move on to this concept speed. And the last concept is speed. So when it comes to speed, we have only two concepts. One is kilometer per hour and meter per second, right? For example, if we take any number 90 kilometers per hour, for example, if it is 90 kilometers per hour, if you want to convert this 90 kilometer per hour into meter per second, you need to multiply 5 by 18. So multiply this 90 into 5 by 18. So if you want to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, you need to multiply 18 divided by 5. So got it. For example, I can do one number, right? If it is 90 kilometer per hour, if you want to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second, you want to multiply this number by 5 by 18. So multiply 90 into 5 by 18. You can cancel this 5 times. So answer will be 25 meter per second. So got it, friends. If you want to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, multiply by 5 by 18. Meter per second to kilometer per hour, 18 by 5. So before that, everyone knows what is the concept this, right? 90 kilometer. What is the meaning of 90 kilometers per hour? So we used to see in our speedometers in a bike or otherwise in a car, we used to, in the speedometer while traveling, we used to see 90 kilometers per hour. We are at a speed of 45 kilometers per hour. What is the meaning of it? If it is 90 kilometers per hour, the meaning is for 1 hour we will travel 90 kilometers. Right? For example, we can use another number for number. So 60 kilometers per hour. 60 kilometers per hour. So friends, what is the meaning of it? 60 kilometers per hour. Per hour, which determines 1 hour. So 1 hour we can travel 60 kilometers. If we are running at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, the meaning is 1 hour we will cover 60 kilometer distance. Got it? If it is 60 meter per second, what is the meaning of it? For 1 second we will cover 60 meters. We will travel a distance of 60 meters. So that is the difference between kilometer per hour and meter per second. So remember that for 1 hour, if we are traveling 60 kilometers, what about 2 hours? How much distance we will cover? 120 kilometers. 1 hour 60, then 2 hour will be 120, 3 hour will be 180, 4 hour it goes on, right? In case if they ask a question, if we are traveling at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour and if you are traveling for 5 hours, right? So 5 hours. So how much distance will you cover? If they ask a question like this, we are not kids to calculate 1 hour 60, 2 hour 120, 3 hour 180. We should not do that. We should directly multiply 60 into 5, which is 300 kilometers. So we can say that the answer will be 300 kilometers, right? So in case if they ask a question like this, your car speed is 40 kilometers per hour, right? Or otherwise a bike speed is 40 kilometers per hour, and if you are traveling for 8 hours, in the same speed, if you are traveling for 8 hours, what is the total distance you will cover? Total kilometers that you cover? 1 hour is 40. What about 8 hours? 8 into 4 will be 320. So we can say that the total distance will be 320 kilometers, right? It is easy, so you can directly multiply r into the speed. So next is meter per second. So this is important, right? The conversion is important. How to convert this kilometer per hour and meter per second, similarly meter per second into kilometer per hour. And next is how you need to do this. This is also important. And the last thing is, let me take any number. Yeah, we can take 60 kilometers. For example, I am saying 60 kilometers per hour. Listen carefully. For 1 hour, how many kilometers we will travel? 60 kilometers. What about half an hour? 1 hour, if we are traveling 60 kilometers, we are covering a distance of 60 kilometers. What about half an hour? Half an hour will be 30 kilometers. Got it? So half an hour will be 30 kilometers. What about 15 minutes? 15 minutes will be half of this distance, which is 15 kilometers. So friends, got it, right? 61 hour we are covering a distance of 60 kilometers. Half an hour will be 30 kilometers and 15 minutes will be half of half an hour will be 15 minutes. So half of 30 kilometer will be 15 kilometers. So 15 minutes we used to travel 15 kilometer. And another important thing is you should learn this basics also. Think that the car speed is 60 kilometers per hour. So 1 minute, how many kilometers will you cover for 1 minute? Can you say the answer for this question for 1 minute? What is the answer? Just think and say, we are at a speed, car speed, 1 hour we can able to cover 60 kilometers. But our target, 1 minute, how many kilometers will you cover? Listen carefully, 1 hour, how many minutes we have for 1 hour? Just now in the concept time we have seen, 1 hour we have 60 minutes. 60 minutes, 60 kilometers. So 1 minute will be 1 kilometer. So we can say that for 1 minute we will cover a distance of 1 kilometer. Friends, got it. If it is 120 kilometers per hour, example I am saying 120 kilometers per hour, and they are asking if your car speed is 120 kilometers per hour, 1 minute, what will be your distance coverage? Dash kilometers. What is the answer? Just think and say. You should not, you can use a formula, right? If you use a formula, you will get an answer easily. But try to think some of the values in the mind itself, that will be easy, right? So 120 kilometers per hour. 1 hour we are covering a distance of 120 kilometers. 1 hour, how many minutes? 1 hour will be 60 minutes. 60 minutes we are covering 120 kilometers. Then we can say that for 1 minute we will cover 2 kilometers. So we can say that 1 minute will be 2 kilometers. So if you can't able to understand, you can easily write this as 120 kilometers 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. Got it? 1 hour 120 kilometers. So 1 hour will be 60 minutes. So 60 minutes 120 kilometers. So cancel this 2 times. So 1 minute is equals to 2 kilometers. If it is 2 minutes, 4 kilometers. If it is 3 minutes, 6 kilometers, right? And you know the meaning of it, right? Just now I have told you. If it is 120 kilometers per hour, 1 hour we are traveling at a speed of 120 kilometers, right? We will cover a distance of 120. Half an hour, 60. What about 15 minutes? 30 kilometers, right? In case if the car speed is 30 kilometers per hour. So 1 hour we will cover a distance of 30 kilometers. What about half an hour? Half an hour we will cover a distance of 15 kilometers, 1.5. What about 15 minutes? 15 minutes we will cover 7.5. Got it? So 1 hour will be 30, half an hour will be 15, and 15 minutes will be half of this 15 kilometers, which is 7.5. So I think these are the concepts are most important in this speed, and also there are some of the points, important points also. So let me move on to all those points now. And next is these two important concepts are most important in the complete topic time and distance, because most of the students will make a mistake on these two areas. Listen carefully. Assume that we are driving a car at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, and they are saying that car speed is reduced by 20 kilometers per hour. Similarly, in another case, we are driving a car at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, and the word is car speed is reduced to 20 kilometers per hour. So difference between both the point is here reduced by, got it, and here reduced to. So listen carefully. If the car speed is reduced by 20, you need to subtract 20 and 60. So resultant will be 40 kilometers per hour. So we can say that now we are at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Friends, got it? If we are driving a car at 60 kilometers per hour and they are saying the car speed is reduced by 20 or reduced by 30 or reduced by 40, and the word by is most important. If it is reduced by, then subtract with the original speed. 60 km per hour minus 20 km per hour. Now the car speed will be 40 km per hour. Similarly, case number 2, if it is 60 kilometers, if you are driving a car at 60 km per hour and the word says car speed is reduced to 20 kilometer, you should not subtract 20 with 60. You should directly say now the car speed is 20 km per hour. Can you see the difference between both the answer, right? Here word by and here word to. Most important not to make any mistake. If it is reduced to, directly the car speed is now changed into 20. If it is reduced by, then from the original speed, just subtract the given speed, so that now the car speed will be 40 kilometers per hour. So these two words are most important. Next, let me see some of the important words. What is called as relative speed, and what you need to do if both the cars travels in the same direction, those cases, right? So finally, here we have two important notes. So first point, two cars traveling in an opposite direction, and second point, two cars traveling in the same direction. So listen carefully, a simple note: if two cars traveling in an opposite direction, then you should add the speed. Right? Both the car speed should be added. So if two cars traveling in the same direction or otherwise a parallel direction, so here you should subtract both the car speed. So while solving a question, we can learn this concept detail, but just for just a small note, take it as a small note that if two cars running in an opposite direction or proceed towards each other, you should add both the car speed. If both the cars travels in the same direction, you should subtract the speed. Not only for cars, right? If it is a cycle or if it is a train or if two men are running in the same direction, so whatever be, if opposite direction, add the speed, same direction, subtract the speed. It is called as a relative speed, but while solving a question, I can explain you detail, right? So finally, in this video, we have just seen the introduction about the topic time and distance. So after watching this video, just go to my lesson number 2, 3, 4 basics lesson. From tomorrow you will start posting all the videos. So watch all the basic question, try to solve all the basic question first of all, then target a medium level, then target a toughest question, right? So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share this video to your friends so that your friends can also learn this. Bye.